Me too.
What's the matter?
Mary's moving the car a little bit, so I'll be back.
Step outside.
We have one more person coming.
Yeah, airplane, yeah, absolutely.
She did. They picked them up yesterday. They were picked up in here.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Willamette National Cemetery. We're all gathered here today to honor your loved one. On behalf of the director and staff, we adopt our condolences. Folks, now I'm going to turn it over to the family to share a few words. So take your time. Come on up.
Hi, all of you. This is a sad day for all of us, but yet a blessed day. Years ago, Marian called me and asked me if I would read her eulogy at her service. I did this yesterday, and I'm doing it again today for Carl and Terry. I don't know if I'll be able to put the same emotion into it as I did yesterday. I should give it a try. These are her words. The I's and the we's I didn't change. I'm going to try and say it as though I'm reading her writing only. But I might have Jim going to school with me instead of her, or something foolish like that. Marian was born May 26, 1929, on a farm near Timber Lake, South Dakota, to Lawrence and Lucille Court. She had a 5-year-old Rosella, 5-year-old sister Rosella, and a year and a half later, my brother Vern joined the family. I was only 5 when we moved out west in 1934. We left because of the dust storms and the grasshoppers. I remember the dust rolling across the desert and leaving the inside of our house covered in dust. Can you imagine that? All that dust. I also remember the grasshoppers going through Dad's cornfields and leaving only the stalks. The fence posts were double in size because the hoppers clung to them. I've always marveled at the courage it must have taken them to pack everything up and not know where we were really going. I don't know if any of you know this, but my mother had told me that they even left their marriage certificate on the wall of the home they had in Timber. We arrived in Staten, Oregon in August 1934. Dad liked the little town and decided to settle there because of the Catholic school, which would start, and my sister Rosella would be in the 5th grade. My sister Kathy was born February 2nd, 1939. We lived in Staten until June 1942. The Second World War was in full swing, and Dad got a job in a defense plant near Milwaukee. My brother, Jim, was born November 15, 1942. I went to St. John's Catholic School for my 8th grade, and then I went to high school at St. Mary's Academy and graduated in 1947. She had a happy childhood in Staten and Milwaukee, and after she graduated from high school, she got a job. Had a lot of fun with friends, bought a 1937 Ford convertible. Way to go, girl. And then really had fun. She belonged to the Swiss American Ski Club, and after the meetings, we always went dancing. Since she was a charter member, it was her duty to make prospective members feel welcome. And then there was this cute boy. Can you imagine? Tall, blonde, he was not dancing. So I went over and asked him to dance. He said he didn't know how. So I said I would teach him. The next evening he came to my home for his first lesson. And that was the beginning. He winked, I winked, and it was love at first sight for both of us. We were married July 29, 1950, had 4 children, Larry, Carl, Diane, and Jan, whom we love with all our hearts and are very proud. They have given us 10 grandchildren and 3 grandchildren. We thank God to have given us our family. Now this was not part of the eulogy, but it was yesterday. I was given this by Father, and he said it was Marian's favorite poem, so I'm going to read it right now. The title is, Miss Me But Let Me Go. When I come to the end of the road, and the sun has set for me, and I have no rights in a gloom-filled room, why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not too long, and not with your head bowed. Lo, remember the love that we once shared. Miss me, but let me go. And for this is a journey that we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all part of the Master's plan, a step on the road to home. When you are lonely and sick of heart, go to friends we know, and bury your sorrows in doing good deeds. Miss me, but let me go. Music has always been a thread for Marian. She started singing when she was 3 years old. When she was 55, Russ gave her voice lessons with Sister Jean Frolic. What a fun time she must have had. She has sung in choirs from the time I was 6 years old, until my voice got tired. From the time she was a teenager, Schubach's Ave Maria has been my favorite solo. Many of you have heard me sing. I choose the music for today. In closing, I give you the words of Chris Crandall and printed in the booklet, A Taste of Chicken Soup for the Grandparent's Soul. I think sometimes a person's spirit is so strong that it never completely leaves the earth, but remains scattered forever among all those who love them. Thank you for that love. And remember, only the good. The good will help you heal. I wish all of you would join me in saying Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed are those who fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Bye, Mary.
Is there anyone else that wishes to speak?
Okay, that took a moment. I'm here sort of representing the Catholic churches. You know, Mom's faith was very important to her. Father wasn't able to make it here, and he felt there should be a last prayer. And I hope I can make it through it. Mom has got me upset. The prayer didn't do that much for me. Into your hands, Father of mercies, we commend our sister Marian, in the sure and certain hope that together with all who have died in Christ, she will rise with him on the last day. We give you thanks for the blessings which you bestowed upon Marian in this life. They are signs to us of your goodness and of our fellowships with the saints in Christ. I didn't think this was going to be hard. Merciful Lord, turn towards us and listen to our prayers. Open the gates of paradise to your servant, and help us who remain to comfort one another with assurances of faith, until we all meet in Christ, and we are with you and with our sister forever. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you. Bye, Mom.
Alright, folks, that will conclude our time here today. In just a few moments, we will take your loved one back and prepare them for the final resting place. If you wish to visit today, we just ask that you do so after 4 p.m. just to ensure the site's ready for viewing. We will have a temporary marker on the site today, and then a permanent marker will be placed in about 3 to 4 weeks. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us at any time. We do have a map here to your loved one's location. I'm very sorry for your loss, folks. See you, folks. Folks, you do have a few minutes if you want to visit a little bit. Just please don't feel rushed out. Okay? Thank you.
When you come back, if you choose to come back, then you can flowers and that type of They do have a lot of deer up here, so if you bring flowers up, they will wait in the bushes and then come out in front right this minute.
I've seen it.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay, Carl.
This is a map of where she's gonna be buried, and